Hello, Vikings! Those of you who've been around since the start of this channel, I'm probably going to get a kick out of that. Also, that is very poorly muddled glass. Anyway, it is just me today, as Nico has managed to go and get himself sick. So, yeah. Good job, Nico. Don't eat don't eat the food when it starts crawling around on its own in the fridge. Damn it. Um, yeah. So let's see if I can remember all the things I want to rant about. First of all, I think um Star Wars: The Acolyte. The first two episodes have been released. Um, I'm of course not going to go into much detail because spoilers and shit. I don't really know what to think about it. It's has potential, but it falls into the very typical TV series. I won't really call it a trope, but the annoying let's just kind of end an episode on a cliffhanger every single freaking time. It's not even good cliffhangers either. Um, Which, I mean, it's great if you release everything at the same time and design the show for being binged in these modern times. But ending on cliffhangers kind of require it being a good cliffhanger instead of just an, ooh, that's cool. So, yeah. Um, it's also the first bit of canon Star Wars. Of Star Wars not from the extended universe in popular media. I think there's some comics and stuff that are also set outside of the existing time frame of the movies. But this is the first, like, shall we call it easily accessible media that's set outside the time frame, which is a bit weird. It is at the height of the Republic, really. So, but at the same time, like, it doesn't really, or at least hasn't so far, really gone into much of the setting. It's kind of just like, hey, look, it's Star Wars, but because we don't want to associate with all the other Star Wars, we're like 300 years further into the past than anything else. So, here, have fun. Um, but that has also made a lot of the more hardcore fans that are actually into the expanded universe stuff have a lot of theories about things. Um, I mean, if you like Star Wars, you're probably gonna watch it regardless of what I say. But if you're not a big Star Wars buff, there's better shows out there. I mean, it's alright, but it's not great so far. Um, what else do we have? Oh yeah, we have a second dev server for War Thunder, the upcoming update. I was expecting the update to be here Wednesday, kinda. Well, I wasn't expecting, but I was suspecting that it might be rushed out for Wednesday. And when it didn't, I figured, right then, it's gonna come out next Wednesday. So that would be on Wednesday when this goes live. And yeah, we now have a dev server that runs until Thursday. So maybe on Thursday or definitely next week. We'll see. I'm still very excited about the CV9035 DK. I already have the Eagles for it. We also scheduled freaking everything's updating that day. New season on Deep Rock Galactic's coming out on the 13th. new season, well, new Warband, and a very big update is coming out on Helldivers on Thursday. What else do we have on news? Oh yeah, demo for a game I've actually not actively been following, but keeping an eye on. Has been released. It's called First Dwarf. Survival crafting mech game with dwarves. Played through the demo before doing this, and it's quite good. I'm gonna buy that when that comes out soon. TM. The release date currently is just the second quarter of 2024, so who knows? Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, I could bore you all with some stories of my personal life and what's been going on. Actually, on that note, I managed. Well, I wouldn't say managed. I got to pick the first strawberry out of my own garden today, and I mean, a lot of you are probably gonna shake your heads at that, but it was big for me. It was like, yeah, I did something. Um, it is the third overall, but two so far have been eaten by freaking animals. Um, this one grew in an well, alongside one of the other ones that was being eaten. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick this now, even though it could probably do with a few more days. It was still good. Um, yeah. Have I watched anything else recently? Not really. Have I played anything else recently? Not really. I mean, I've played a bit of Space Engineers. I've played War Thunder, obviously, grinding the events. Don't actually really have anything to rant about other than the bloody weather. I was outside most of yesterday and well, Saturday when this goes out, and it was bloody raining, and my shoes still aren't dry. Recording this Sunday evening, so that's great. Um, the EU parliamentary elections, of course, today Sunday as of recording. It's gonna have been yesterday when you guys watch this. I hope all of the ones of you who are in the EU, actually went and voted, because utilize that freaking privilege. Like the government have been fucking bombarding me with mails about, like, hey, you're a youth, you're between 18 and 29, go vote, damn it. And yeah, I've gotten a few of those letters and mails and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, gee, thanks, I'm already doing that, damn it. But yeah, I mean, I am by no means particularly into politics. But there is a lot of unnecessary bureaucracy that I would like to, well, bureaucracy, I suppose, that I would very much like to see removed, both on an EU scale, but also just on a national scale. But that's really the only thing I truly care about within politics, actually making the system efficient instead of and here comes the ranting, instead of having government funds like pensions and all the other goodies we have here, money, salaries for government employees for that matter, money literally going straight out of the national treasury, and into someone's account, because that's one person making sure that everybody get paid what they need to do to get paid. And then next floor up, there's another guy checking that everybody who's just being paid from the government pay the proper amount of taxes to the government. Because that needed to be two separate jobs, apparently. Yeah. Lovely, lovely bureaucracy. Um, yeah, I'm looking at the timer and thinking, what the hell can I fill this out with? I mean, I have some ideas for videos that could be fun. One of them does kind of involve Jinkles, but I don't think that would ever really happen because he doesn't really play War Thunder, and yeah. I think that's it. Have I forgotten anything? There was something else I wanted to talk about. I know that, but I can't bloody remember it. I thought of it Thursday. I should have written it down. That aspect, I suppose I'm as crap as Jingles. Yeah, I can't bloody remember. It was something entirely unrelated to just about everything else. Oh, Wellington. Will probably come back to me tomorrow when I post links for this video. I should really get a bot to do that on my Discord, by the way. Yeah. I suppose, just because I gotta do something to fill out a bit of of airspace, the Danish Prime Minister, a bit of news surrounding her currently. She was out and about Friday evening, Friday night, I don't actually know when she was, quote unquote, assaulted. Because, news loves, well, yeah, media loves to make headlines and make news bigger than they might necessarily have to be. And I was reading about it earlier today. So it turns out a drunk Polish guy who does quite like our Prime Minister, probably in a drunken haze because he was drunk, went and punched the Prime Minister on the shoulder, which gave her mild whiplash. And he is being convicted of assault on a government official. Like, I mean, fair enough that he is being trialed and that he is being punished, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it was meant to be a very poorly thought out. Hey, I freaking. You're doing a good job. Like, a friendly freaking tap, but, being drunk and an idiot, he punched too hard. But, yeah, I mean. Not surprising with the world we live in that even the slightest mistake gets slapped with the full extent of the law. I mean, it's kind of like if I went to give someone a high five and they then complained about having sprained their wrist because I high-fived them too hard. Well, yeah, I'm sorry, but, it was a high five. I didn't mean to sprain your freaking wrist. It does also go to show how lax the security around key personnel in the Danish government is, because, I mean, you're not gonna get anywhere near an American president or even ex-president to be able to accidentally punch them too hard. Um, Whereas here, I've actually met the current prime minister back during COVID, where I lived before. I was walking. I lived quite close to the prime minister estate, and well, it was basically on the other side of the lake near me. So one day during the winter of 2020, I think it has been, while going for a walk down by the lake, I see the prime minister come, not quite running, but power walking in the opposite direction, and about 5-10 meters behind her is a single bodyguard, one single bodyguard. I mean, he definitely had a firearm on a shoulder holster under his jacket, but zip jacket and everything. Ready to do the flying fucking tackle on anybody who might be a threat, but still, I mean, very, very lax security when it comes down to it. Yeah. Now, I should probably go check on my food, because it's starting to smell very, very nice. But before that, actually, I just remembered, thanks to this lovely little yellow marker here, we have a great pages of history this month. A bit late for anybody who hasn't been grinding it already, but we get Percy Hobart as a profile icon, the absolute fucking madman of the British military. And yeah, I think we mentioned this last week as well. It actually lines up that you can grind that and Operation Overlord at the same time. So, yay. And with that, because I can't remember what it was that I wanted to rant about otherwise. Thanks for watching. Nice short one this week. I mean, I suppose me just ranting for almost 20 minutes isn't really all that short, but nice short one this by comparison. This week. Do all the fucking YouTube things or don't. I don't give a shit. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.